Hello, fellow Sangha members. This is Craig. I'm putting together a short video on how to use the forum software that we talked about at our last practice. You can see on your screen the website of the Dharma Teacher Order, so dharmateacherorder.org. You're probably familiar with this. If you go to Locations under Connecticut Class, it'll take you to the page that's specific just to us. This text has been here for a while, except this section is new under Discussion Forum Pilot. The important thing here is that there's a link to the forum software. The forum software is actually set up as a subdomain off of dharmateacherorder.org. So dharmateacherorder.org is where our WordPress site is that you're looking at now. You can have off of a website, you can have a subdomain, or off of a domain, you can have a subdomain. And it basically uses the same resources, but it is independent of that. So that's how I have this set up now, using the same resources, so it doesn't cost us anything. But it is separate from this actual WordPress site that is our website, so that it can't damage anything. You could type this in directly up on the URL line. If I just prefixed there and wrote in forum dot, it would get me there, or I can just click the link. Clicking the link takes you into the WordPress, the My Bulletin Board software itself. This is what anybody would see getting here. They haven't logged in. There is the basic idea behind this is there is a forum. There are forums, and forum is a forum for discussion. You can think of it as a conversation room. In the conversation room, you have conversations, which they use the term thread to describe, or they call them threads. The forums, this is a forum right here, general. The forums can be grouped together, so you can have multiple forums for different purpose. Like the Connecticut Sangha currently has 3 forums. What you're looking at right now is what's available to the general public. The forums can be grouped together into categories. So this is a category of public, and it has one forum in it. You can see the number of threads, the number of posts, when the last one was done. If you click the link, the hyperlink here, it takes you in. What I just clicked was actually the name of the forum. So it's taking me into the forum of general, and within the forum of general, I can see that there's one thread here, how many replies, other metadata about it. If I click the subject line of it is also the link into it, it will then show me that. Up top here for navigation, you can see this is called breadcrumbing. So I could go up to the very top, or the thing, so it's kind of hierarchical. That was the public category, and then that was the general forum. So that would take me to the general forum, and you can see that my little modification for the deep right speech kind of sits on top of it, which it shouldn't. So I'll try to fix that at some point. But you can navigate that way. There are other ways to navigate. For instance, down here, Dharma Teacher Order Forum, that would take me up to the very tippy top of everything. To log in to see the content, all of the other content is protected, so only people that are logged in can see it. So log in, you should have your credentials that I emailed you a while ago, so log in with that. Like that. If you have any problems, just email me. And now you can see that there are more things visible to me. So this category of all Sanghas, general and administrative, then categories by Sangha. I haven't fleshed these out. That's why there's only one there and more there. You can poke through here and see what's what. Basically, well, as an example of how to post something, I just went into the other discussions, and you can see that there's nothing currently here. I will say post a thread. So it brings you to this screen. You have the normal, or you have the commonly available formatting techniques: bold, italic underscore, strike through, justification, colors, font size, things like that. They have there's not a whole lot of formatting you can do. If you look in the documentation, there are other ways of getting formatting in here. So you have bulleted lists and a couple of things like that. But it's a subset of the normal HTML type formatting that you would expect to see. Anyway, getting back to the subject, the post, give it a subject line of something that's meaningful, more meaningful than that. what's the meaning of life? I don't know if other people do this, but you can, there's an autocorrect built in. So what's the meaning of life? And you could preview it, post it, save it as a draft. In this case, I'll post it. So now I've just posted a thread. And if somebody were to be looking in the forums, they can, under the Connected Forum, other discussions, you now see that there's one there. Go into the forum itself, and there's the one and only post in the forum. Nobody's replied to it. As an example of somebody else replying to it, I will log in as a different ID. So there it is. I'm now logged in as C. Hannah versus Craig. I can go in and see this question. And there are two things I can do. I can edit it. So you would probably more often do this if somebody were compiling something and wanted multiple contributors to it. Somebody could go, you could collaborate on one document. As an example of how to do it, I will do it here and say, yep. And then update the post. So now this post has been updated by the person that wasn't the author of it. The author was Craig, and you can see it was last updated by C. Hannah. So this is how you can collaborate. Not that this is a good example of collaborating, but that's how you could do it. The other thing that you could do, probably would be more common in a case like this, is I would actually reply to it. So now this is going to give another message. See, by default, it quotes the thing that you're replying to. And Douglas Adams fans will recognize this as the answer to the question, what is the meaning of life? Which points out the fact that what's really important is not the answers, but how you phrase the questions. So now that's that reply has been posted. Back up here within the forms. So you can see under there's now one post in here, and there is one reply. Going in, what's the meaning of life? And then you can see this person's response to it. You can also have more. So I did this before. So you can see this thread has 4 responses to it. So there's some stuff. There's somebody that was collaborating along. And there's a response. Somebody posted, and somebody responded to that post. Somebody responded to the original post again, and then somebody responded to that response. So you can have this kind of threaded conversation, which hopefully will be useful to us. Poke around, see what's what, view new posts. So this is helpful. So you can view new posts, which is new relative to you. So it keeps track of what you've seen and what you haven't seen. View posts that have been made today. There's a lot of stuff here. Give it a try. Don't be afraid to post garbage posts just to try it out to see how it works. Everything can be deleted, so don't worry about that. And we'll have, after the next practice, we will plan on our people that want to stay can stay. And if they have any questions, we can go over it. So I'll have my laptop and we can try it out. But hopefully this will be a useful tool and we'll find a place in our practice. Take care.